Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. Today we finished a custom suspension build on this 2023 Yamaha YZ450 KYB SSS suspension. If you have been following the reviews and feedback on the 2023 Yamaha YZ450, I'm sure you will have heard and read that the stock suspension is very good. 2006 was the first year that Yamaha came out with their KYB SSS twin chamber dual spring fork. And over the years, they have been fine-tuning that suspension, and it seems like in 2023, it is their best stock settings to date. Now, this bike is still relatively new. Ride JBI has not had much tuning, testing, or development time on it. The build we did on this suspension was purely for aesthetics. So as you can see, the upper tube received the JBI anodized Fukushima coat, and the lower tubes got our JBI, well, we don't have a name for it because it's not something we commonly sell. And on the lower lugs, we have our JBI titanium blue bolts. Now at ridejbi.com, you can find a product page on the JBI Fukushima coat. That is a coating on the upper tube here. And you can also find a product page on the JBI Chameleon coat, which is very similar to this bluish purple color gradient coating on the lower tube you see here. But we don't have this exact color as an option on our website. Reason being is it doesn't seem to last as long as the Chameleon coat, and not even close as long as the DLC. So it's something we still offer, but we make it very clear to our customers that while it does look awesome, the suspension color can fade and wear over time. Reason being for that is different coatings are mixtures, or let's say formulas, of different elements or materials. And depending on the composition of those elements and materials is going to have a heavy influence on the properties of that coating. We'll start with DLC coat, which only comes in black. That coating is primarily based of carbon. And if you know your elements, carbon is in solid form, a very hard substance, also slick as well, but it only comes in black. So while at Ride JBI, we believe DLC is the best coating option for lower tubes, we understand not everybody wants the color black. So in our experience over time, we have found that the JBI Chameleon coat is the next best option to DLC coat. And that is if we are comparing how long the coating lasts and how slippery it is. So the surface finish. So we have found Chameleon coat to be a close second to DLC. About equally as slick, but it will fade a little bit over time, whereas DLC, you almost never see any fade unless a component is damaged or bent. But here with our purplish blue coating, it looks very cool, but it does seem to fade a little bit faster than the Chameleon coat. And and we have found that for most people that is not quite a long enough service life So we do offer it, but we're always hesitant to, because we don't want to give anybody something that they are going to regret. However, we do understand some people have certain builds, color schemes in mind, and well, to put it blatantly, they don't give a fuck. They want blue lower tubes, black lugs, brown upper tubes, and we ain't gonna tell them no. So that's what we have here today. A really bitchin' set of forks, looking good, about to be remounted to that 2023 Yamaha YZ450. So not only do they have some very good working suspension, it is now going to look very badass as well, and I think it's going to complement the stock bike color scheme quite well also. If you'd like Ride JBI to do your suspension, please give us a call or send us an email. We can discuss the year, make, and model bike that you have, what options are available, and what setup would work best for you. All JBI services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.